Hey everyone. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about co-parenting. And, a lot of people like come in to see me and they want to have this story that their partner and them are able to put their differences aside and just parent and forget about their tension in that relationship. So I wish that was the story that I could tell you is the most prominent story, but it's not. It's probably like maybe 10 or 15% of the people I see. And sometimes people get stuck in the parts of the relationship that really tee them off, tick them off, trigger them. And sometimes I notice that where the focus starts going, even though they want to do the right thing and parent and drop it, that they feel so resentful. Like, for example, I hear constantly that, "Hey, you didn't tell me you were unhappy." So we might be in couples therapy and it's over, right? The other person just does not want to work on the relationship at all. And then they have this parenting future together. So it's like, why can't you work on this? And then I hear other stories that there was like a lot of apprehension in the relationship. And the other person, I always call it like pulls the ripcord. They feel like I'm going to get out of this because I don't feel like this person is going to change or they're going to keep flipping back and forth about whether they want to be in the relationship or not. So I'm going to be out of the relationship. I'm just going to act like I'm working on it in here. And so that resentment, I've seen that go on for years where people feel like they just wasted a whole lot of time trying to work on something and the other person was already out, but they didn't say. And so it's really hard to step over these kinds of resentments when you have a future of parenting together because there's a sort of a loss of, not even sort of, there is a loss of respect. And also there's just a loss of trust. And so it's hard to just say, okay, I'm going to sever that part, put it in a compartment and just deal with you as a parent and feel completely 100% trustworthy of you without my opinions of you getting in the way. It's almost impossible for us humans to do that. So, what would it take? I always think about the full apology that if people really apologize completely and explain to someone that they know how they think about this, they know now how much that made them feel all the feelings that they feel, that they're sincerely sorry, and that going forward, they will take directives to be more honest, even if it's painful, than hiding. That could do it. The other is that maybe it's every time there's tension, because I always think tension has a voice. And every time there's tension coming up, I think it would be really important for the person that's feeling the tension or that's displaying the tension actually talks about what it is. Yeah, it's fine for you to say, like, this would be my voice for the tension of a situation I've seen recently. Yeah, that's fine for you to say, because look at you still have the better life than me. I'm the one that works so hard, doesn't really feel like I reap the benefits here. And not only did you get out of the marriage in a terrible way, but now you have a better life than me, and I'm even more resentful. Um, so I see that a lot. And how do we get over that kind of resentment of someone moving forward? I think it's not to compare. Also, I think the best thing to do is put the attention on yourself, working on yourself instead of like seeing, oh, they're got a good partner and they're moving forward and they're happy and I'm not. Part of it is not comparing how you're moving forward and working on yourself because nobody can take that work away from you. And that work is going to help you get over where you're draining your energy, which is in resentment. And then my other thought to you all is how about the kids? And it's undoubtable that kids feel the tension. They just don't know what it is. My mom and dad always act like that. They don't say hi to each other. Um, Someone's always grumbling under their breath about the other person. That's the model that they get. So I always feel like I hope the model that I gave my kids doesn't stay with them forever. And I guess sometimes I wish I had remembered how important it is, the model that we give our kids. And then I also want to say, just for the rooting for kids, is that kids see a lot and they're also able to adapt and adjust. And that has something to do not only with their temperament, but with their parenting. So if you adjust, they adjust. Sometimes they adjust, even though you don't adjust. So these are my thoughts today for co-parenting people. Um, I always just like to stop my day and come into some kind of conversation with you all. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions.